Oh, okay. Let's do this and do that. Hello, hello, hello. I am sitting down. I just got out of the kitchen. We just got home. I put a pot of food on the I put a pot of curry on the stove and I walked away and said, James, pay attention. I have to do a live. So James is, hey Steph, hey Brian. So James is on watch the pot duty. So I'm just like, don't let when it gets to a boil, just put it down to a simmer and it'll be fine. So I'm making a vegetable curry because that's all I got. And when I say vegetable curry, it has potatoes, onions, squash, and it will have spinach at the end. So, Adrian, hello, hi, Adrian. I'm so happy to see you. Everybody, is Adrian is here. It's like I feel like a celebrity, guys. I was watching his live today, and it was so funny because he's like, we have to do a quick live. He was on for over an hour. His quick live was not quick. It was his normal midday live, and a lot of people showed up, so we were all talking. Dawn is lurking. Yes, do not hurt yourself, Dawn. Be as cautious as you can. And so anyway, I was breathe, breathe. I can't stop talking. I know, but it was so much fun today. We had so many people show up that normally don't show up, and a bunch of people were buying things, and it was really fun. It was a very fun live, and I had I wanted to. I'm happy you're here because I wanted to show you one of the bags I just bought. Well, you saw it because you liked it on my Instagram. Hey, Don. I mean, to Ryan. Yes, lurking. So this is one of my uh, Zamomos. This is a Fui. This is a Lafufu, but she's Zamomo, or he, because he has a tail. But I wanted to show you the one I used today. Um, so the one I had today, which is just awesome. This one. Now on Instagram, I tagged the store, the person I bought this from. This thing is so freaking cool. I can't. I mean, it's so soft. These Lafufus and these custom jobs are so much cooler than the actual real deal now. And they're coming out with the alphabet numbers, and I'm not sure I'm gonna go for the alphabet numbers because I'm like, man, those are yeah. This is magical, magical. So this person, somewhere in China, they custom these, and they also sell custom clothes and accessories. And so this is my this is expensive. She's or he, because he's a Zamomo, but I can't get Zamomo any other way because they're impossible to get off the Poshmark site. I stopped trying. I did get the new panda drop off of Amazon, but that was just pure luck, pure dumb luck. um Yeah, I love the green and pink. Yes, I know. And you know what is expensive? It's $100. But you know what? I pay $100 for Coach Charms. So I figured I want this toy more than a Coach Charm. So I bought it. Let's not tell my husband, because he won't look at me like you spent how much for a doll? I'm like, believe me, this is not the first time I've spent $100 for a doll in my lifetime. I have bought plenty, and this is the bag I used today. It's just a cute little Kate Spade. It is cracking on the handles. This is one of the problems with this type of a leather, which is a really coated, really pretty smooth leather. Handles like this are going to crack and peel. The coating's peeling, but you know what? It's still a beautiful bag. The color's fabulous, so we're not gonna give up on it just because it's not perfect. You know, Perfection's highly overrated. Now I need to pick out a bag to use tomorrow. Love the tail. Yes, right? I know. It's so cool. White one and silver one wings was 45. Yes, the white one was 45. That came from a different person, and they have I connected him on my Facebook or something. I can't remember, but yeah, so he has a few more, and I'm actually getting one more custom one coming cheaper than this one. This one was really expensive. The other one's like $50, but I really like my Lafufus more than my Labubus. Like, guys, this is my Lafufu. It's ridiculous, utterly ridiculous, but I love it. I think they're so funny. Um, But I don't know how much this Labubu craze is going to keep on going, because I was talking to Craig, and he mentioned that on StockX they had a bunch of Labubus from the original Poshmark, very close to list, like super close to list, not the crazy markups we've been seeing. So I kind of wonder if so many people have bought them for um, they want the secret that they have a lot of overflow. Keep it simple, Jackie. I bought my first vintage leather bag. It's from Sack, and it's so cool looking. And you're inspired me to rehab it. I love how you love. Oh, I love an already loved bag is the best bag, because you get to love it again, and the leather has relaxed. The leather has aged. It's not this. A lot of times, like, you get a stiff bag and you're like, because either you like that or you don't like that. Like, this one is a stiff bag. This one's stiff. This is never going to relax, really. It will get softer. It will crease right here specifically, but it's going to be fine. This bag is awesome. It's supposed to be this structured, but when I get a bag that is like a Florentine, I want that to soften up, and I want to feel like crap if I get. Oh yeah, exactly. That's the coolest thing about pre-loved. I feel the same way about used cars too. It's like I always buy used cars now, because it's like, I'll tell you, Linda P. So okay, guys, if y'all saw the response video that Meredith did about Super Dacob, I everybody's feelings are their feelings. You can't, and that was her reaction, and that's totally cool, right? So I missed what mess. So the last video Meredith posted was a message to a cyber bully, essentially. So she's calling out Super Dacob for being a bully, because he did a 2-minute response to her other video about, and his 2-minute response was just in a live. He never released it as an own video. It's just a 2-minute, basically saying how there's a mosquito over there, how out of touch Meredith was for crying on YouTube about missing her trip to Paris. Now, you and I and the people who follow Meredith, we know it's about missing her friends. But if you don't know Meredith, you don't follow Meredith, and you just happened on the video, you're like, why is this woman crying about not going to Paris? Especially if you didn't sit there long enough to listen that she's recovering from a gallbladder surgery and she almost died. That's a huge deal. A lot of people don't listen to the whole video. A lot of people do not listen to the whole video. Most people skip through. Most people don't follow people all the time. Most people don't watch everything. And it was a direct message she messaged to him. I got so many text messages about what happened, because unless you watched his live, you don't know what she's talking about, because why would you? So basically, she felt bullied, and she wrote a video, a whole scripted monologue, and she did the video. And luckily, it ended at that point, because today Super Dacob went live already to this morning at about 5 a.m. my time, and he did an after show. He was live for like 6 hours today. Not a peep, not a word. He doesn't watch Meredith. He doesn't. What he said was, he calls the handbag tribe the housewives of YouTube, not housewife like she mentioned, housewives like the dramatic TV show where all those housewives who are all business owners and millionaires and designers, the drama. He's talking about the drama. So he's calling the handbag tribe drama. And she took it differently, and that's her opinion. This is my take on it. She might not agree at all, but that's okay. She doesn't watch my lives either, So it's just one of those things. Like, all I could think of was, oh my gosh, this is so much like reaction videos when James Charles and Tati Westbrook and Jeffree Star and Trisha Paytas and the drama in the makeup world. Like, please let this end, because Super Dacob, he has mentioned things about Jurissa Couture, Mela Melbourne, Karis from CC Lover LV. He has punched up plenty of times on other people, and Jerusha, she just like, I don't want to deal with it. You know, we're not going to worry about it, because I mean, these people like CC Lover for LV, I think she has like 300,000 subscribers or something, and you know, so it's they're just not going to address it. It's just, if everybody's entitled to their opinion. Ronnie says, I think his reference is a little, he referenced it a little today when he said people don't understand. Oh yeah, that's true. They don't understand his humor. They don't. And because you can tell with Meredith's response, she doesn't know Dacob at all. Really, she doesn't, because I watched Dacob and I'm like, oh, okay, I know that. Toddy, James, Jeffrey, those were the days, right? The drama. Yeah, so basically that's what that was about, and she felt called out and bullied, and she did a video about it, and that was it. You know, it was over a 2-minute segment, and whether you agree with what Dacob said or not, I thought it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, because even though I understand Meredith was upset over not seeing her friends, had nothing to do with Paris. It I thought maybe she shouldn't have released that video the way she did. That's just my opinion as a YouTuber who puts my life on Front Street. You know, people could judge you. People are going to say things you don't like, and people are going to misunderstand you and misinterpret what you say. That's just the life it is on YouTube, especially if it's out of context, especially if it's just a quick little whatever. The handbag tribe are the handbag tribe. They love each other. They're just best friends. It's not going to affect their friendship, whatever Jacob said, you know? So whatever. It was like, is it Monday or is it Friday? Did I put Friday on there? Please tell me I did right. Friday. Oh, Monday. Yeah. Yeah, it's Monday. I know sometimes the Mondays and the Fridays just bleed into each other. I spent most of Sunday sick, y'all. I was supposed to go out with my friends, and we did end up going to dinner, but I canceled on the major part of the day because I was not. I had some medication interaction, which is normal. It just was I pretty much go through my whole life mildly nauseous and ill all the time and in pain. So yeah, Sunday was just a bad day for me. It just hit harder than normal, and I had to spend a couple hours sleeping prone and sleeping. And then when I wasn't sleeping, I was just still laying. Um, Linda says, I automatically rush to the defense of the woman, but I don't have both sides. Well, see, it doesn't matter, Linda. You can, the thing is, Meredith felt bullied. She expressed it, you know, and I think there's nothing that's completely obviously valid. They're her feelings, and she felt like she was being bullied, and she addressed it, and a lot of her friends felt like she was being bullied, and they support her, and we move on. Luckily, Dacob really didn't mention anything else about it because it was just a 2-minute thing, and you know, Ed went and found the clip, and he clipped it, and he watched it, and he agrees that, you know, Dacob went too far. You know, it was not cool. But Dacob also didn't release that video as a single segment. So somebody watched the video Dacob did in the live and said, did you see what Dacob said about Meredith? Who he doesn't watch, who he has publicly said many times he does not watch her. He actually said a lot of things about Mel and a lot of things about Jerusha, but honestly, when it comes to Dacob watching, he really only watches Person Fleek, Jesse Styles, and 5 Foot Nothing. Those are the YouTubers that he really supports when it comes to the Australian crowd, and he has a long history with the other ones. Oh yeah, I was feeling bad Sunday, so bad. The clip isn't public, but I can send it to you because I have it downloaded if you want, Christiana. It's not public because it's clipped. Like Ed went to the live and found it, and the live's public. You can go find it. It's like 4 lives ago, and it's buried in there. You know, so I'm dying for the tea. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Christiana, I'll text you the thing because I saved it. So yeah, it's just the way it is. So everybody's gonna be like, okay, but Jacob's snarky, and again, my thing with the handbag tribe, and it's really just me, in my opinion. I watch all of the women on the tribe, in the tribe. I am subscribed to all of them. I don't watch everything they make. but I'm subscribed to all of them. And I watch a lot of their videos, sporadically. Some watch them more than others. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Deb Wild Unfiltered, but I have watched her for a year, off and on, whenever she has something. Oh, that's cool. Let me see what she has to say about that. Or I don't really watch Amelia Rose anymore, but here's the thing. So on this trip, Nick J. Snell, Amelia Rose, I'm forgetting the 3 other people that are not really on. I'm sub to them, but I don't really know them. Lisa, and then Gwenny and the Lion. I mean, a lot of people flew to do this, but in essence, this is a shopping trip. This is a visit and a shopping trip. The same thing that happened when they went to New York, same thing that happened when they went to Paris. And this is how my friendships work. This is no criticism on the Handbag Tribe. If my best friend almost died, I cancel my trip and I fly to where they are. That's me. That's not anybody else. That's me, right? So for me, I had a hard time with the whole concept of, you almost died, and she wants her friends to go have this trip and enjoy themselves. But if my trip is to meet my best bestie and they can't make it, I don't want to go. But the whole thing, they're all YouTubers, they're all vlogging, they're all about multiple vlogs, what to wear to Paris, what did I buy in Paris, how did I get to Paris. And I really love Gwenny's videos. I think Gwenny, out of everybody, was the most sincere when it came to, I really wanted to see my friends. Now, the rest of the women probably are very sincere too. It just didn't come across that way in their vlogs. Their vlogs came across as vlogs, and we're in Paris, that we're shopping. That's what it came across to me as. I just don't like it when people throw around terms like cyberbullying. That's not what it was. I don't like cyberbullying either. I don't like the name. I mean, trolling. We have a lot of trolling. We have a lot of bad comments. We have, I don't think what he said was cyberbullying. I really think what he said was just his opinion, that it was insensitive of her to release that video and how she delivered it. That's his opinion. How does one become a member of the Handbag Tribe? Just curious. You have to be really good friends with them. They're on their own texting chain and they're good friends. So they talk to each other all the time, apparently. And if you watch all their videos, they reference each other all the time. So you can tell who are the handbag friends when it comes to YouTube land, because they reference each other. If you've watched Cami from Cami's Closet, she just referenced Dawn's Donuts, Cami from Cami Closet, Missy's Beauty and Luxury. I can't remember. And then Rayel's Closet. Those are a group of friends that always reference each other. Then you have Dawn Loves Couture, Winnie LV, Yoda Styles, Otto Beckman. Those are the core start off groups. They're all in their own texting groups. They're all friends. They all share their own things. Sometimes they were friends together. Sometimes they're not friends anymore. Sometimes they're just acquaintances. Sometimes it's only because they share a love of bags. But you can tell who's with whom, maybe he did go too far. Oh, I don't know. I don't think Dacob went too far, but I understand his humor, and I didn't take it personally. But then I don't take much things on YouTube that personally. My feelings do get hurt, and I have broken up with some Facebook or YouTube friends that I thought were friends, who I decided, okay, we're not friends. Obviously, we're not friends because I don't treat my friends the way I have been treated. Therefore, we cannot be friends, because if that's not how I treat my friend and that's how they're treating me, then obviously we're not friends. I think we are, and that's been hard to deal with, is thinking I've been friends with people and then learning that I'm not, learning that what they care about is not really me. And that's hard. Yeah, sharing opinion is different than bullying. Yeah. Did you catch that live? I did. Oh, Jackie, I was just being fictitious when I asked about, I get it. Cliques are still a thing, even as it's high school. We never left high school, y'all. Well, it certainly doesn't fit the legal definition of Starbucks. We've never left high school. I tell my sister all the time. I'm like, we talk about her work cliques and her teacher groups and the people who like each other, who work with each other, and we constantly try to break it up at my own office, because when you get somebody you jive with and you work well with and you love working with them, you don't want to really branch out. You're like, I like working with you. I don't want to work with this other person. I don't like that person. But the thing is, you have to work with people you don't like. That's just the way life is. Yeah, we have some mean girl clubs in the mean streets of YouTube. It can be kind of vicious, but honestly, that should have been handled off script. That should have been handled behind the scenes. That should have been handled not publicly like that. Nobody wants, I mean, it's drama. It's just drama. Done! Items, not bullying, but telling people to email you so you can talk a shit someone. Wait, but items, not bulleting, but telling people to email. Oh yeah, yeah. No, you can't force people to talk things out. You know, I mean, people suck. People are mean. People are mean. I keep telling you guys, dial in for style. Oh my gosh, guys, did you guys watch Dial M for Styles, her last video? She had the coolest video. She's doing the move into her bag, bag she's using every week or whatever, and she did one on Kint's. It was such a cool, and I keep looking at that Kint's puzzle bag. Not that I need another bag, y'all. Fellow handbag Disney and Hello Kitty lover. That is me. That is me. We love the Disney life. The Disney life is for me. I don't actually want to work for Disney. Because I don't want to know how the magic is made. I just want to enjoy the magic. But speaking of Hello Kitty, this is my new hat, and I have Disney over here, and I have cinnamon roll over here. I got this cinnamon roll pin at the Cracker Barrel for like $6. We went there on Saturday. Man, do I have a story about the Cracker Barrel. I heard the King's Puzzle Bag dupe has a weird gap at the flap. No, really, I haven't heard that. Keep it simple. Yeah. So we went to the Cracker Barrel on Saturday. My husband does not get really angry. Him being angry, y'all would never know he's angry. We decided to go to Cracker Barrel because he really wanted cornbread. I said, let's just go to the Cracker Barrel. They have cornbread. Let's just go eat there, have a nice dinner. And this is a very busy location. This place is always busy. So we kind of like, well, if it's not too big, we were right at that time after the lunch, before the dinner, the good time. When we get there, it is the worst service we have ever had. Ever. And it's not like the Cracker Barrel is known for their service. They tend to be slow, and I don't know. But so it was like, yeah, Nicole did a video on the Kin Stoop, talked me out of it. Man, okay, but you see, Lisa from Luxury Life in the Middle, she loves that bag. But anyway, so we went to the Cracker Barrel, and it's going to be another year before I walk into that store again, because it was such a bad experience. But it turned out James asked the manager, what happened? It wasn't even that busy. Like, what is wrong? What happened? Basically, 2 cooks had walked out and 2 managers walked out that morning. Yes.
I need your help.
Yes.
So this says to use 5 cups of water.
Well, no, that just depends on how concentrated you want it. You go by taste. 5 cups of water is a very diluted curry.
Okay.
If you want to add another cup,
sticking to the bottom,
then add more. And then you put the zucchini in.
Okay.
Because that should add water.
So like maybe 1 cup of water and then zucchini.
And put the spinach in. Okay. And then I'll add water to it. Hello, Craig. Sorry I'm late. Oh shoot, I should have texted you. I'm sorry, Craig. I already went through all the drama about Saturday Cracker Barrel drama. And then the whole kerfuffle with Meredith and the video things. And I think in general, it's just settle. I really don't think anything should have been said anyway. I think they should just text to say, hey, what's your deal? But anyway, do you like it? Hello. So anyway, I guess those who don't have my Instagram, I bought this Sunday. You're like, what, Jackie? The budget problem? Yeah, I know. So Saturday, I had gone to, when we went to Cracker Barrel, the Cracker Barrel happens to be at the outlets. And I says, I want to stop by the Marc Jacobs outlet. Now, this bag is called the St. Mark. The St. Mark is discontinued. Okay, it is discontinued a while ago. And it was there. I took a photo, and then I decided to go, and I said, no, Jackie, you don't need it. Don't do it. I slept on it. Sunday, I went back to the outlet and I bought it. So, yeah, I couldn't stop thinking about it because, as you can see, I have this one and I have that one, and I have a little mini charm. And so, y'all, I love this bag, and they're no longer making it. It's gone, and I really regret not. There was a bag I wanted to buy from them, but it was $500, and I didn't do it, and now it's gone forever. I'm like, fine, fine. So that one was on sale for $150, 70% off. Originally, that bag is um, $495. And so I figured I might as well just get it. I'll never have the opportunity again. And yes, I find the irony of it. I bought another white bag. Steph says, okay, Dee, I didn't know what I was expecting, but I feel it's really thin. Okay, that Kint's bag. I'm going that you are doing better, Craig. So I'm going to put this in its little pouch. And I love the Momo on it, but I'm going to take her off because, or him, I should say him. If I leave him on there, I will never remember where I put this, what bag the Momo went on, and then I'll never find him again. Like, I still can't find my pink Labubu that's supposed to go to Luxational because I don't know what bag I left it on. So, but my white bags do stay in a dust bag if I have one. The bag's gorgeous. The bag's gorgeous. I love that bag. I should show you. Hey, it's Adrian. Are you still on here? Because if you're still on here, I'm gonna go grab a bag to show you because I haven't talked about this bag really. I did a video on it. I did an unboxing on it, but I haven't really shown it. But it's in my bedroom. And I'm hoping Adrian might have already wandered off, but it's okay. So it's, yeah, I think it's about as thin as the Brooklyn stuff. I agree. It seems to be made. It seems to be made well. Yeah. Craig, how are you feeling? With how I'm feeling? I'm taking my medication, not forgetting. That's for sure. Much better, less sore. Woo-hoo, that's always good. Small wins. Today was the longest day in the world. It felt like the longest day today. I am. Work was work. I was very tired last night. I did not sleep well. I was in pain most of Sunday, and I was in pain most of the night, and it didn't get better until halfway through Monday. So halfway through the day, I felt better, but it's finally like, I'm tired today, very tired. I'm becoming a pro at the one-handed activities. Everyone's asking if Dawn's back to work. I think Dawn's still on the mend. So I need to pick out a bag to take for tomorrow. So today I used a tote. I used this tote today. And we're going to use this one. I know I used this last week, but why not? This is such a pretty bag. I wasn't released for work yet. Nope. Okay, we're still at home. Good. So this one is my I think this is just a regular tabby. The when they first came out, it's not the soft tabby, um, but it's a different than some of the current tabbies because it's still compartmentalized, but it's not. I thought it was the messenger tabby, but I don't think it is. So anyway, we're gonna use this one tomorrow. So throwing on all my things and um my bag of things. It's my read bags came in. Love them all so much. Yay! That's so awesome. Man, I should actually have bags coming in tomorrow. One of them is from It's Adrian. And I'm like, oh, and like, why couldn't it be here today? No, it's coming according to the postal system, it should be coming tomorrow, which is sad. So this is the bag I'm gonna use tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna dress her up. I am gonna use her strap though. And just go with it. I love the colors of this bag. I love mixed materials, right? So, and mixed colors and just bags in general. My poor husband said today, um, he was like, I said, honey, I'm gonna do a trade on some bags. He's like, he looked at me like, are you sure? Are you okay with the trade? Are you okay with, what you'll get? Are you okay with giving up what you got or what you have? I'm like, yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. And he was like, you do have to reduce your bags. That is about as annoyed as you're ever gonna hear James. And he moved furniture this weekend and he's putting stuff in my bag room, and he's done it to the point that I can't go into my bag room. So I'm like, oh no. Yeah, this is the original. Yeah, I think it's the original tabby. Yeah, because it's the size. It's big. I love this bag. I love this tabby. The smaller tabbies do not work for me. Um, I'm just too big of a person, and I don't even carry that much stuff. But those little tabbies, they're tiny, y'all. They're too tiny for me. And but anyway, so James was like, I said, even though I'm sending one to a friend up north. Actually, they're both up north. Two friends are up north. And I says, but don't worry, I'm gonna send more than one bag up there. So, yeah. Hey, Michael. Did anyone end up buying anything from the LV Beauty launch today? I did not, but a friend did, and I saw some PR. It looked pretty good. I mean, it looked good. People liked it who did buy it, but I can't. Yeah, Craig, even for me, it's the 33, and even then the strap's too short. But if I did a chain tabby, it would be or the flat tabby, it would be a 33. Anything smaller than that, and it's just not big enough, you know? So anyway, huh. Oops. I hit something that was not supposed to happen. So anyway, I was going to tell you, my friend sent me a text the other day. Oh no, my day did not go. Well, okay, my day was better than Sunday, but yeah, no, I'm tired. Um, I'm tired. I'm very tired, and my mental health was a little bit better. Um, Cassie Thorpe said she did. Cassie bought. Well, no, I can believe Cassie bought something. I do have to say the lip balm package is prettier than the lipstick package. I would be tempted to try the tinted lip balm, even though it's so god awfully expensive. And my problem is the lipstick, and I spend money on lipstick, is that the lipstick is scented. And I cannot handle, I wear fragrances all the time. I don't like fragranced, um, fragranced cosmetics. Actually, I was gonna buy a new fragrance, and let me see if I have it. Yeah, I think I will buy another one. This is one of my, although, so should I buy? I want to buy another one because I've used almost half this bottle. This is my favorite Elizabeth Taylor fragrance, and this is sapphires and diamonds, or diamonds and sapphires. It's part of the White Diamonds collection, and Dacob did a review. Yeah, I should probably buy another one and just wear this one a lot. Um, I will lurk with you. Yeah, so this is Elizabeth Taylor, and I really want to. He did a review, and it's not coming out for a while because he did it while in his. I don't remember if it's live or his after show, but he's doing one on another Elizabeth Taylor perfume. I think I'm gonna get it because it's not very expensive. Elizabeth Taylor is not an expensive perfume house, but they're really nice. I'm not. Katie says I'm not really into makeup, but I love fragrance. However, LB doesn't do it for me. LB's fragrances are so expensive, and they're on me fleeting. Now on Winnie, she has to wash that stuff off. It does not leave her. On me, and my chemistry, it's like poof, gone. You know, this stuff I can drown in. I love this stuff. This stuff stays on me all day long. It's a $17 perfume. I love this stuff. I don't like white diamonds, but this is sapphire and diamonds, and this is a better fragrance for me. Um, love Mom Caesar for women. Yeah. Caroline Herrera. Yeah, what fragrances do you guys wear? Let me see if I can pull up the fragrance notes for what's in this Elizabeth Taylor perfume. I know people know Passion and they know White Diamonds. I think those are the ones she's known the most for when it comes to fragrances. And it's kind of not the cool people. Okay, people don't say, "Oh, I went and bought Elizabeth Taylor fragrances." They don't do that anymore. But um, I like Elizabeth Taylor. I didn't know that was Liz Taylor. Yeah, perfumes were made. Yeah, they're made in America. They could video today on the five. Yes, five. I okay. So I wanted. I don't have NS, but I really want to try it now that he talked about it. I used to have. Let's see if I can see this on um Elizabeth Taylor. Come on, view all. There we go. Let me see if they have it on here. Okay, so diamonds and sapphires, EDT, and let's see what if it has the fragrance notes in here. Product description. Fruity. Okay. Floral fruity composition. It was made in 1993. Heliotrope, melon, lily of the valley, peach galbanum, and with jasmine, rhubarb, yang, rose spices, and a woody sheep. Well, no wonder I like it. I like chypres. It's one of my favorite things about perfumes, is chypres. Sandalwood, vetiver. To me, it's just florals. It's like a bouquet of flowers, but not in your face. I really like it. Yeah, I also like diamond and emeralds, and I also like hello chat. Hi Latina. I love Sauvage, says Michael. Sauvage doesn't love me. I want to love Sauvage. Sauvage does not love me. Um, Steph says, I love Carolina Herrera. Good girl, but supreme, the flanker. Katie says, I'll spend dollars on fragrance if I love it. And I wanted to love something from LV and my wallet wanted to be open. So Katie, what's your favorite fragrance then? That's what I need to know. Because I love fragrances, but I started my YouTube obsession was with fragrances. That's how I found Super Dacob. I didn't find Super Dacob because of the fashion bunker. I found Super Dacob because of fragrances. I found a Joy by Jean Patou was one of my mother's favorite jasmines. I bought it. I didn't realize that it was Jean Patou Joy was bought out by Dior, and Dior released Joy, not remotely similar. And it's because they bought it out. So then I was like, I was so sad because I'm like, that's my favorite perfumes, but that's really intense jasmine. You have to want jasmine. Um, so I guess the other one we were looking at was gardenia, and gardenia is a hard flower for me. The gardenia, on the bush, the floral, not my favorite fragrance. So this has top notes of green, lily of the valley, peony, floral, dries down to musk. Yeah, almost anything as long as, well, this has lily of the valley. Lilies and I don't always get along. Um, Good Girl Supreme, heart notes, jasmine, ooh, orange blossom, blossom notes, tonka bean. Tonka bean and I have issues. It just bothers my nose. Sometimes I'm okay with it, and sometimes I'm like, what is this? And it's always tonka bean. Um, and this, oh, thank you for liking the live, friends. Yeah, so basically I like fragrances, and I really like the fact that Dacob talks about not just high-end fragrances, but fragrances that are... I don't do niche. I don't do Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't do Adventist Creed for Adventist. I don't do those $500 bottles. I don't. My most expensive fragrance is like $270, and it's for 5 ounces. You know, and that's Chanel, generic Chanel blue, not the crazy exclusives or whatever. I'm just, if it's sold at Macy's, I will probably buy it. I hate being alone. Yeah, I live. Uh, yeah, yeah. So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna have to pull this out and wear this some more because I want to buy another one. But look, I have this much left. I should not be a perfume hoarder. We've all seen my destash of perfumes, so it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but when growing up, my mom wore a lot of the Estee Lauder fragrances. Now, I don't think she wears. I think she wears mostly Chanel because her cosmetics are Chanel. She lives in Denmark, y'all. She wears a fragrance every day. Um, but she's more of a. She has 5. I have 50. I'm a lot more like, ooh, what about this and what about that? I want variety. My mom's happy with 5. And honestly, she'll wear the same one all the time and have 2 for fancy nights out. You know, um, Katie says I can go cheap or bougie. I went from MFK Baccarat Rouge 540, regular and the extrait, to what I'm using right now are various fruity florals, mostly fruity body sprays. I love vanilla too. Vanilla is one of the most popular fragrances ever. And it's an orchid. It's an orchid pod. It's a I don't really do too many fruits. I have a lot of Chanel perfumes, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Mostly from the bottles, I actually don't like most of them. Wait, no way, Steph. You have them, but don't like, but you have them. See, the one I want from Chanel is Coco. I don't have Coco. I have number 5, and I have Lou. I think it's Lou. And I have there's another one I have. I can't remember the name of it. It's in my drawer. I don't wear them very often. And here's the reason why I don't wear them very often. Um the if you like fruity floor, give me a brand, Jennifer. I need to know because I want to know. like what do you have just on your vanity? Who has what on their vanity sitting there right now? Like, I just want to know because I'm nosy. I want to know what other people are wearing. So I don't wear I have Rive Gauche. I love it. It's a very intense fragrance. I love, 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 love Clinique's aromatique elixir. Love it, but it's so powerful. I work with all men. And it's not that I want to be, I, I don't want to remind anybody of their grandmother. And those are the fragrances I like. And I don't know why people call them grandmother's perfume, but are the church lady perfume, or maybe it's just the 80s. I just like those perfumes. So the powerhouses, so I don't really wear them too much because we switched from the heavier fragrances into the lighter fragrances. And like, I still like Beautiful from Estee Lauder. I still wear Youth Dew. I still have these intense fragrances, but then I also like fresh bergamots, and I really like Polo, and I really like CK1 for CK1, the one. I wear um Dolce and Gabbana, the one. It's a men's cologne. Um Clinique Aromatic Elixir. It's been around since the 90s. Um, Sol de Janeiro, 48, Love Shack Fancy, Sugar Blush. You do like a sweet floral, a fruity, especially if it's Sugar Blush body spray. And Love Shack Fancy. I have a bunch of friends who just do body sprays. It's their favorite thing. Right now I'm wearing a sample of J'adore. I can't do J'adore, you know? Laura, you like the original? My sister wore J'adore. She wore Samsora, J'adore. Um, what was the other one she wore? It was really spicy. Opium. She loved Opium. LV and Bond number 9, but fall favorite Killian's Apple Brandy on the rocks. Do you know I saw Bond number 9 on sale on Woot? I'm I don't think I'm making that up, but when I saw Bond number 9 on sale, I was like, what? Because that stuff never goes on sale. Um, the one I have to say howdy to Winnie. I need that Winnie. Sorry, Craig. Prada's infusion of the rhubarb. I have not tried any Prada. Um, hey Ewans, hey Winnie, we're talking fragrances because I pulled out my Elizabeth Taylor's, my favorite Elizabeth Taylor, which is diamonds and sapphires. I love this stuff. I need to wear it more often. It's fall's coming up. I can switch out. Most of the summer I've been in blue, Chanel, or Polo. So maybe I'll switch back into some lovely florals for the fall. Prada fragrances are great. Yeah, I have not tried Prada. Hey Lori, we're talking perfumes. Did you buy any of the lipsticks? We're also, anybody buy the lipsticks today from the Louis Vuitton launch? Just because I want to know because I'm nosy. I did not. As you see, I'm not even wearing lipstick. I almost bought some Tom Ford lipstick today. I'm like, Jackie, no, you do not need any more lipstick. You need to get rid of lipstick. You need to downsize your bags, downsize your lipstick, you know. I don't need to buy anymore. Like I have an entire bag full, and if I should at least be wearing some since I'm filming or live, so I don't look quite so. Man, she's sleeping or something. This is my Chanel lipstick. Now this color is called Rouge Cocoa Bloom Fall for Me 924, and this is a really pretty color. It's one of those. The I don't know how the Louis Vuitton could be better than this one. This is also a balm, like a balm, a tinted moisturizing. It also has a white tube and a cute little CC. This is $45. Like, I just don't know. I don't know, y'all. You might have bought something. Yes, I got 2 lip balms, one clear for Rob and a pink for me. Yeah, that pink one's pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be looking forward to your review because I gotta know. I want to know. My favorite is Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. So I go through weird phases of perfumes. Like I really love Mon Guerlain Blooming Roses, and I have it. And then the other day I put it on. I'm like, I'm not feeling this. Of course, my chemistry is different depending on what time of the month it is. So sometimes things work with me, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'll have a perfume there and I won't even touch it, for a long time. Howdy, Winnie. Mouth of the South. When is your next live? Winnie goes live on Tuesdays. She was live last Tuesday. I was lurking in her live. I listened to it, but I wasn't talking. Yeah. Yeah. So Winnie goes lives on Tuesday around 5:30 Central, 5:36 Central, somewhere in that time frame. Hermes Rose Confetti. Nice. My favorite is Hermes Rouge H. Yeah, so I I love cosmetics. I've always loved cosmetics. I love Miss Pat McGrath. I did go look at her website because Dawn Loves Couture said that there was a sale, but the one I like is this one. They don't make it anymore. I was like, no. So this is a sheer color balm, and apparently they don't make the sheer color balm anymore. I don't know what they're making, but it's not this. They had a matte, which I don't like her matte formula, and they do a satin, but I couldn't find the balm. And if I did, it had a bow instead of lips, and I didn't like the bow. I didn't want a bow. I was like, nope, I'm not about the bow. So I'm not sure if that's their new balm tank, but I like this lip tank better. Um, None of the LB lipstick colors look good on me. I look like I need something that's super cool tones with but natural. 200 Rose Eugene was closest, but too bright pink. Yeah, it can be rough when it comes to, especially it's not like you can just walk into the store and try these on. I'm not even sure they're gonna. I mean, how do you do that? It's not like they're equipped for a makeup counter. I can't imagine going into Louis Vuitton and trying on their lipsticks. I'm like, um, how? I mean, I know they wipe them down and they use alcohol. It wastes a lot of product, but if you want to put it on your lips, because even if you test it on your hand, it's not the same color as your lips, y'all. And it's just like, eh. So I think a lot of us has just buys it. LV has little lipstick samples you can try on. Nice. That's awesome. I will not either confirm or deny I use that word as a password on stuff. Welcome to the lurking club, Whitney. I love lurking. I have a lot of lurkers. I love my lurkers. You guys are the best because I'm a lurker. I am the worst moderator. I can't tell friend from foe. I can't tell if somebody's a troll or just being snarky. When I've tried to be a moderator, I have deleted people's well-meaning comments because they were snarky and I just didn't understand the snark. So I don't even try. I'm like, I don't mod. I'm bad at it. I'm bad at it. So I'm just gonna just chill. Life is good. Um my local LV was doing a remodel. I'm not sure if it opened yet. No. No. I don't know. It's gonna be kind of busy this weekend, y'all, because it's like Labor Day weekend coming up. Things are going to be happening. Things are going to be on sale. Things are already on sale. I don't know how many advertisements I've seen already for Labor Day sale. It is full swing ahead with time to buy things. And then you get the conflicting news reports of how stocks going down in UPS of all places, people unsure about what's going to happen because of the de minimis exemption leaving, people not sure about who and how duties are going to be collected, and then you have like retailers reducing footprints, and then it's like everybody's up in the air. But I can tell you something, when I go shopping and when my sister goes shopping, and my sister lives in San Antonio, one of the top 10 largest cities in the United States. She's a thrifter. y'all know this. She goes to Goodwill all the time, and she's like, Jackie, the Goodwill is packed. There's so many people shopping here. It is like, she actually likes coming up to where I live, even though well, there's a couple Goodwills on the way to my house, not near me, but on the way. They're less utilized, so she loves shopping in all the thrift stores along the way up to my house. She has a whole circuit, you know, and then she's like, oh, I found this and I found that, and there's so much cool stuff over here, because the stuff in her town, it is like a full-time gig. People are there. There's so many locations. There's so many different types of outlets for their thrift stores, thrift town. There's Goodwill, Salvation Army. There's the bins. There's so much. But as people are constantly going in there, and they're buying stuff. They're buying sacks of stuff. It's not like, so if people aren't buying stuff in stores like Target, because Target was saying something about their sales are down, they're right over there at Goodwill, you know? So it's like, now I'm working, I pulled over just for the previous um comment, haha, I will not either. Oh, yeah. There are 0 luxury boutiques near me. We have a couple of outlets, but that's it. Yeah, I don't have any luxury boutiques. I mean, an hour away from me. If September goes well, I will be buying from Candy. Nice. Steph says, when with all of that and the 401k went up, all of that in my 401k went up 10%. I don't know what the hell I picked, but whatever it is, I'm not touching it. Yep, that's awesome, Jeanette. Goodwill is my luxury. It is. It's actually, if you have the ability to sort through and the patience to do it, you can find amazing stuff, especially men's clothing, because apparently men's clothing, either they never wore it or they wore it to death and it never got donated. So it feels like a lot of the men's clothes in Goodwill tends to be really pretty good condition. And my sister's always finding stuff. Hey, Simply Lady M. I mean, she's bought me so much stuff out of Goodwill. But right now, I'm actually getting stuff out of the Disney outlet cheaper than I can get stuff out of Goodwill. Sometimes you can get stuff cheaper in a store. Like, we all shop at Ross, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. I mean, we all do. I mean, that's what's next to me. I actually don't shop at Walmart. It's not because I'm anti-Walmart. It's just that I can't handle huge stores physically, and also I get indecisive. I can't choose, you know. I have to feel like I have to look at the whole store, and the store's so big that I'm like, okay, well then no. And they don't really have a great plus size collection of clothing, so I never got my clothes out of there anymore. And then, so it's a stuff place, for me to buy stuff. And honestly, I can buy everything off Amazon or off the internet that comes to my house, or I just do it on Walmart.com. I don't actually have to go into Walmart to buy anything. And they move stuff around. Can't find it anyway. I don't really live near a Target, and my Target's 30 minutes away. Along with my Target is actually where my outlet is for the store. So if I do shopping, I really just go to the Amazon return outlets are blue. There's an Amazon return outlet. I didn't even know that existed, Steph. Walmart and Costco are rough. They are huge. Costco I can do with very limited, and if I can get a mobilized cart, I can do it. But if it's just me walking a Costco, I have to be very strategic. There is no lingering. My back can only do so much. Where did all your videos go, Melissa? Oh, what happened, Melissa? What happened to your videos? It is a workout, yeah. But at least with Costco, I like the value for brand. Actually, James and I were talking about shopping there again regularly, because we would just go with my twin. She has taking a break till 2026. Well, that's nice, Melissa. I'm actually changing my channel in 2026 to be more reviews of what I have. I'm trying not to buy anything. Well, I'm gonna buy bags. This is me. There's no way I can tell you I'm not buying bags. I'm buying bags, but I need to pay for a very expensive vacation, and I've made it upon myself that I'm gonna pay for it out of my paycheck every month, and I still have to eat. So that's gonna definitely change how I buy things and spend things. So it's the way it is. Yeah, but yeah, I'm trying not to be as. I don't think. Okay, I'm not a minimalist. I'm definitely a maximalist. Um, I buy a lot of things because I love to rescue things and I love to save things and I love discounts and I love sales and I love yesterday's bag, but I'm trying to be a little bit more. I do think bags made 10, 20 years ago were made better. I know we all say that, but we all say that because it is the way it is. You can touch the material. 20 years ago, people made bags to last a long time. Today, people make bags so they don't last a long time, so you buy another bag. That's just the way it is. Um, Lifestyle cooking and bags, a variety. Nice. Michael says simply, I took all mine down, changing to be more positive. I learned and I'm growing. That's awesome, Michael. You have so many bags. You have lots of content. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All I have to do is pull out, and I'm going to go through them, and I'm going to say keep, no keep. And I'm going to say what Jolie does. Like, she just holds it up and say, hey, if you want this, this is what I'm asking, email me. I think that's what I'll do. And then if they give it some time, and then if not, they go out. Yeah, because it's just like, let's be honest. I'm becoming a niche collector, which is something I never thought would happen to me. But it's like why I was fighting with myself about buying that St. Mark bag, because I have one right there. I have one right there. I have the blue one. I have the small little charm one. I have the other one that's not the charm, a little bit larger than that one. And I have the clutch, all in the same collection. And that's what I do. Like, if I like the field tote, I want 4 or 5 field totes. If I like the Disney Doonies, I want 3 or 4 of them. And not only 3 or 4 of them, I want them in the same pattern. I want the tote with the little bag. So I realize that that's what I'm going to be doing. Um, that and I just have to realize that I just can't buy everything. I can't keep everything. Um, oh well. It's just the way it is. And I am right now, I need to go check on my food, eat dinner, and go to bed. So cool. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. I really appreciate that. It does help. Um, so anyway, thank you for hanging out with me today on this wonderful Monday. I'm probably going to be lurking in Winnie's Live tomorrow, and on Wednesday, God willing, I will be doing a members live, but I might be going to my church meeting if we're not exhausted. Actually, I might do an early live on Wednesday, because guess what Wednesday is? Wednesday is a state holiday for Texas. You're like, what? Wait, what? It's LBJ's birthday, Lyndon B. Johnson, former president, Texan. I have Wednesday off. I'll be mailing stuff. I'll probably do an early live on Wednesday. I'll probably just make it an everybody live. And then I'll talk to you guys later. Anyway, have a fabulous, fabulous week. And if I don't see you again, I will see you on Friday. And see you then. Bye, everybody.